Good morning, everybody. My name is Mike at Filmboy24, and today we're at it again. We have some Cameraman Mike sound film. Let's see if we can get an image and some audio. That's right, it's time for round number 28, and that's 28 overall that we've done. I don't know exactly what round number it is for this Cameraman Mike batch. If you're new to my channel, last year on eBay, I found a whole bunch of sound film in one batch that had been previously exposed. Now, I wasn't really sure at the time when it was exposed, but I knew it was a while ago because they don't make this film anymore and they haven't made it in quite some time. So I worked out a really good deal with the eBay seller, and his screen name is Cameraman Mike, if you want to go check him out. He's got a lot of neat, sort of an eclectic mix of fun things on eBay. But he did give me a good deal on, I believe overall it was 56 rolls of Super 8 film. Most of it is sound film. Most of it is Ektachrome, this 160 stuff. We're going to go over it here in just a second. I'm going to show you exactly what I got left. Some of it was Kodachrome, K40. If you know me and you know my channel, you know I don't have a whole lot of luck with K40. We'll get to that later in life, once we get through all of this E160 film. And like I said, if you're new to my channel, I really like to get some of this old found film that was exposed many years ago. I don't want it to end up in the landfill. I'd rather get a hold of it. I even pay for it in some cases, most cases. Try not to pay too much because there's not a lot in it for me other than the satisfaction of processing it and making it known to the world. I did do a series, it's been over a year now, where I had 18 rolls of found film. That was very early on, and it was very similar to this. It was Ektachrome sound film from the mid-'80s, and we actually located the original owner of the film, and I did an on-air phone conversation with her. Wonderful lady. We're now friends. We were Facebook friends, and it worked out really well. Sadly, her husband had passed away a year or two prior to me getting a hold of this film of hers. Anyway, if you want to see it, go check it out. It's called Searching for 86. Before we get started, a couple of very quick things, not related to found film, just an update very quick. I did shoot a roll of single 8 in my Fujica single 8 Z2 movie camera. There's no batteries in it right now, but what a neat little camera. I'm new to the world of single 8, and if you're not familiar with it, I am going to do a complete breakdown overview review of this particular camera later. This is Japan's version of Super 8. It's a neat little format. The film is much, much thinner. The base is much thinner, so you could probably get about 25 feet of modern Kodak stock on one of their cartridges, but they get 50 feet on it, and this is exactly what I shot. This old Fujipan R50. It's a black and white stock. I haven't processed it yet, but when I do, you'll be second to know. I'll be first. This roll here, I don't know if you saw on my community tab, but I had a sort of a batch of 8 rolls of film that I was going to stay up late one night and process them all. I didn't get to all of them. I got to a lot, but this is my final roll of the Cameraman Mike batch. It's the final roll that wasn't in a box. Okay, let me start that over. Sorry. Final roll that wasn't in a box. So we didn't really know what year this particular roll of film was, or really any of the stuff, until we processed it and we could read the edge code. So after this roll, which hasn't been processed yet, you can see it's in a double black bag. After it's been processed, let me get this here, then we're moving on to this. Just give you a quick showcase here. This is the Cameraman Mike batch. Now what we have, let's do a very, very quick inventory. We had 56 rolls, I believe, to start. And I'm pretty sure, we're going to double check really quick, I'm pretty sure we have 46 left. So here is 8 rolls. And what I mean by in the box is they're in their original boxes. Now, I hope that they're in the correct boxes, but I guess we don't really know. Once we get into a few of them, we'll know. What the good thing about them being in their box is you can look at the side and find out when the film was the process before date. or when it was officially expired per Kodak. I have these until they got all discombobulated just now in some kind of a semblance of order by month and year, because once this one is done, today's and this other one, we're going to start going in order, at least box order, and see if we can maybe kind of try to figure out what's going on in the lives of these people. So I have 8 here, 18 rolls here, and I'm going to try not to get them too messed up. So that is 26 rolls of the Ektachrome 160 that we have left. And then after that, we're down to this. This whole bag is full of Kodachrome. Now we have, let's see, 9, 10, 11 rolls that are still in their boxes, these here. And those are all sound films, completely exposed. And we have 7 rolls that are silent, but not in their boxes, and they're completely exposed as well. So we have 18 of these, 26 of these, so we have 44 rolls left. Well, I guess 46 that you guys haven't seen, 45 that I haven't seen. So that's where we are. Let me just put these away and we'll get back to the whole reason we're here. Okay, all cleaned up. What we have today, well, we have a roll of Ektachrome 160 Type A film that's already been processed. And we know for sure, because I looked, that it has an edge code of a square, a circle, and a triangle. Now we know from Kodak's own website that that particular combination of symbols means this roll of film was manufactured in 1985. Makes a lot of sense, because when you see the film, you're going to actually hear the date if you pay close attention. A couple of things I want to say about the film very quickly. I did process it in my normal E160 processing. That's HC110B. This roll here, I think I did it at about 67.5 degrees Fahrenheit. I rinsed it for a couple minutes with just cold tap water, and then I fixed it for 7 minutes in Kodak Fixer. There's a lot of cuts in this film. It's a little out of focus, but you're probably becoming accustomed to that with these, films, this batch. No doubt what it is. And the audio, I synced it up as best as I could. Like I say, they cut 25 times in this just over 3-minute film. So it was a little tricky trying to sync up the audio. I don't have my movie stuff retro sync unit just yet. Should be here this week, which will make it much easier to sync up the sound. I'm going to show you a little montage of exactly how I processed this film. Yeah, this one. I'm going to show you a montage and take a quick peek at it. If you don't want to watch it because you've seen it 67 times, go like this. Just tap your screen a few times. It's only a minute long. If you want to check it out, here it is. So that's how I process my film. I did change it up a little bit. I don't use that dish soap at the end anymore. You can, but I use PhotoFlow for the most part. Now, if you're interested in learning how to load one of those Lomo tanks, it's really not hard to do. It takes some practice, but if you want to learn how to load a Lomo tank, get the film out of a cartridge and into a developing tank, I'll put a link to my little instructional video right up there for you. I almost sounded Canadian. Right up there. I love Canada. So without a lot more of what Mike does best, which is, a lot of that, let's check out the film.
Matthew Philip Egan. Camille X. Goss. Lynn Wang, Gold Seal Bearer. J. Michael Jeff, Seal Bearer. Scott E. Lawrence. Thomas Z. Lee, Seal Bearer. Matthew Wendy Ray Lyon, Bearer. Nicholas G. Parks. Sherry Lynn Ruiz. Sonia Astrid Soto L. Stevens. David W. Swain, Gold Seal Bearer. Kei Toshima. Joseph E. White III. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 1986.
So it's nice to have the monies to do that with. We appreciate the thoughtfulness.
Can I ask you a question? Ask again later. So there's the film. Clearly that's a graduation, and I believe it's an 8th grade graduation, but I think that's a K through 8 school. It's called Claiborne School, and it's in San Gabriel, California, I believe. That's what I could see a sign on the wall, and I'm pretty sure it said Claiborne Cougars. There's a lot of names being, hollered out there, so if you recognize any of the names, if you recognize the school, maybe you went to the school. I believe that was a graduating class of 1986 for 8th grade. I think the film came out okay, not bad. I think the sound is not bad. You can hear the flutter of the camera or the projector. I'm not sure if it was my end or their end, but you hear the brrrr. It is what it is. We can hear the voices, and I'm just okay with that. So anyway, if you have any ideas, leave me some comments down the bottom. Let me know what you think's going on there. If you recognize anyone, show them the video. Reach out to somebody and let them see the video, and let's find out if we can get maybe some of this film to... Well, I know somebody in that particular graduation, somebody would be kind of interested to see their graduation. With that in mind, if you have an old roll of found film, if you bought a camera, 16mm camera, 8mm camera, Super 8 camera, and it's in some kind of an enclosed cartridge, 8mm has them, 16mm has them, the 50-footers, and Super 8 only has them for the most part. If you have one and it's been exposed years ago and you don't know what to do with it and you don't want to send it off to a professional lab and spend $95 and hope to get results, if we can use it on my channel, I'll do it for free. As long as it's not, if it's Kodachrome, we'll give it a shot, but I'm really not great, and really no one is, at processing old Kodachrome. Really old Kodachrome. Some of the new stuff, if you shoot it yourself, comes out good, but yeah, the old stuff. Bleh. So if you like videos like this, I want you to do me a super solid. Well, don't do that. Do that. Tap the like button for me. And if you would, you see this picture? It's just a picture. If you touch it, it won't do anything except it'll bring up your screen controls. How about consider subscribing? I would love to have you become part of the Filmboy24 family. I have a lot of fun here. I think we all do. I have a very, very good core group of regulars that I actually consider my friends. Get in on that. Let's have a lot of fun. I shoot film almost every day. I usually post 1 to 2 videos a week. Sometimes I can't quite get to that. And until the very next time that I see most of all of you, hopefully you come back, because we got some really cool found film coming up. First time I ever talked over my rear wheel. I'll see all of you on the very next go around.